Sports Stars Magazine here, Alexandra Stoddard, but tonight she was every bit of the wall for the Oaks Christian Lions, who were going to the Open Division Final following one of the great comebacks in CIF-Southern Section girls water polo history. 12-11 at top-ranked Mater Dei in overtime. She blocks a 5-meter penalty shot on Kirra Pantaleon with 5 seconds left. Oh, by the way, it was the second time that she blocked Kirra Pantaleon on a 5-meter penalty shot tonight. 15 saves overall. You've had some time to be able to process emotionally what just transpired in that last 34 minutes of water polo time. What's in your heart right now?
I think we definitely gave it our all. We took the whole entire week to memorize all their plays, everything. So I think we came prepared and we executed well.
Absolutely. Is that every goalkeeper's dream or nightmare to face a 5-meter with you know, not only the match on the line, but a berth in the finals on the line?
Definitely a nightmare, especially considering it's last 5 seconds. It's all up to you. Either you're the star or it's going to be the other way. You got to be ready for anything. And I think I knew where she was shooting from the moment she put the ball out. I studied her, and I think we got the dub.
Because you understand the psychology of it much better than I ever will. The fact that you stopped her in the same direction both times, right? I mean, are you just trying to stick with what Alex Stoddard does best? I mean, like you said, you knew, with her arm angle, and if people do study Kirra, she tends to go that way more frequently. But the fact that you had stopped her earlier, were maybe you thinking like, hey, maybe she's going to try to come across her body and and go the other side? I
always think that was 50-50, and I got lucky that time, and I executed it. So.
Well, I would say, what's the old cliche about preparation and and luck and all those good things. So it was an absolutely brilliant moment. Obviously, Nicole's incredible goal, what Mia and McKenna gave you ladies, but I can't say enough about holding that team, that seemingly finds a way to score double-digit goals against everyone, scoreless for the last 2:55 of regulation and all 6 minutes of overtime. For people that can't do Oaks Christian high-level math, that's almost 9 minutes in a row, right? Which what were you feeding off of? What was the defense feeding off of to be able to lock them down for that long?
I'm honestly going to say what my trainer said before we left, is always to believe. It doesn't matter what the score is, you got to keep pushing, and I think we've really proved that in the game today. We were down by 4 going into the 4th, and we just kept pushing it, and we stuck to our gut, and it ended up well.
And the fact that it's an ecosystem, right, Alex? Like if it becomes 11-8, then 11-9, then 11-10, and every single time it seemed to energize you ladies even more. At the defensive end, were you feeding off that? Like, hey, if I can keep turning them away one more time, or if we can keep field blocking one more time, we're going to get another possession, and then soon 11-9 becomes 11-10, and 11-10 becomes 11-11 in overtime. Shutting them out the first 3 minutes of overtime. Were you ladies, even though everybody's tired at that point, were you really feeling it at the defensive end?
Yes, I definitely was. I think watching McKenna's last goal fired me up even more. I knew that I could not let any more goals in the cage. After especially going into the overtime, we knew we had to finish it off strong, and I think we did that well.
The fact that the boys have been trying for so long, to solve a J. Sarah or Newport Harbor puzzle, right? And now Oaks Christian women come to #1 Mater Dei, and beat them in overtime in their own pool to become the first Oaks Christian group. The team has won a CIF title, but obviously never played in an open final. How powerful is this?
We feel so good right now, especially knowing our boys came third. We thought that we had to execute it for them. We took the dub for them, and we're so excited to be here and execute it in the final.
And their support here tonight, right?
It was so good.
They kind of helped neutralize that road feel, right? Absolutely. Obviously, one more challenge left at Mount Sac. Just whether it is Orange Lutheran or Newport Harbor, obviously two teams again that you are very familiar with, that Jack is incredibly familiar with. But just to be able to come back in the manner that you did tonight, what does that do just to add even more belief, and even more understanding that it's like, we don't have to play them at the end of a tournament. We don't have to play them in a 5th match in 3 days. We just have to play one time on Saturday. What does that do for the group?
It's going to be the same thing as we did for Mater Dei. We're going to study, and we're going to do the same thing we did here and finish it off strong.
Awesome. Alex Stoddard, 15 saves, 2 blocked 5 meters on Kirra Pantaleon, including the last one with 5 seconds to go in the second overtime to preserve a 12-11 victory. Well done.
Thank you.